Hello everyone, today we are going to take a look at the computer mouse, and this is very interesting because of several reasons. It has, let's say, premium hardware, and it has a very cheap budget price, which doesn't combine in products normally. So this boasts higher end sensors such as the PAW3395 PRO, and you can see the specs there. Usually you find this sensor on a higher end, much more expensive mice, and this one is cheap and also brings me a lot of memories because this is made by the A4Tech company that was being active from the 90s or something like that, and it was one of my first computer mice that I ever had, and it worked for years and years, and I took that ball apart and cleaned it and so on. So this is the new generation. It's wireless, it's fast, and it has a kind of do-it-yourself customization. I'm going to take it out of the box. We are not going to make it a very long review. Why I'm reviewing this mouse? Because I told you it's cheap, and I do like to use cheap mice because I had a lot of expensive ones and they all fail rather fast. Most of them, the scroll wheel is going to stop working properly, it's going to jump all over the place, and there's nothing to do about that. Just to take it to warranty, and if it doesn't have warranty, just get another. And I had a lot of them, a lot of them, and I decided not to buy expensive mice ever again, but to try this category of cheap yet with pro specifications. I'm going to call it pro specification. So the mouse is for the right hand. They do have a model for the left hand, and there is also a symmetrical one. They have similar naming. You can find them on their website. It's something like Bloody, because the model is called Bloody R73 PRO, and they also have a site with Bloody, and you have there all the models. So in the box you get manual with instructions. You get replacement Teflon pads, which is very nice. And you have here also a ring around the sensor, which is a very interesting thing because usually you get pads in the front and in the rear, not also around the sensor. So this should stabilize the surface better and give it a better glide. I can tell you that this glides really nice. Also you get these pads. They are rubber pads, and you can stick them such as on the side here, on the top of the click buttons, and so on. Of course, if you want to, and I like that because I don't usually enjoy those rubber pads. You also get some nice adapters. So this is the dongle, and they thought about something very interesting. You have this push cap here, and this is magnetic. You can take it out and store the dongle inside, which seems normal, but not to everyone, because you can get much more higher priced mice that will not have a place where to store your dongle, and not as neat as this one. And then you get this adapter from Type-C to normal size, because this dongle is normal size. And if you have a notebook or something that uses Type-C, you have an adapter to normal USB. And of course we get here a USB cable, which seems to be a type of very soft, flexible cable. Let's take it to see if it's braided or something like that. And yes, it's braided. Very nice quality, and it also has a silicone strap to secure it. Nice touch. And this also is not going to leave the cable from here because it's nicely secure, and it has a decent length, and it's very soft. Nice. So let's move on further. Let's install the app. The app is also downloadable from the site, from Bloody something download. It's in the manual here somewhere. So here's the app, and we are greeted by this page because there's already a firmware update. So I must tell you the truth, it's the first time I update the firmware on my computer mouse. I did update for my headphones, for my smart lamps, for my vacuum cleaner, for my smart desk fan, and so on, but it's a first for me updating the firmware on my mouse. And it also tells me that the mouse is offline because it needs to be connected to the USB. So the dongle is connected to my PC, and now this is connected on the USB, and here it's recommended to upgrade the firmware. Also, you have a pop-up here when you change the DPI. You can see the chosen one I really like that, and changes the color here. But we are not up to that right now, so let's update this because it's recommended. So I'm going to start, and let's see if I brick it live or not. Do I make it a paperweight or I get something working? Well, let's wait for it to finish. And you can also see here, observe it, that it's charging. It was 80% and it's now already to 90% because this also has something like a quick charge. You charge it for 20 minutes or 30 minutes and you get something like 8 hours of work time with just 20 minutes of charge time. It's on the website. You can find there all the data for it. Oh, and that is nice. Firmware upgrade failed. Please reconnect the device. So I'm going to wait a bit first because the device is connected, but I'm not going to play with it. I'm just going to let it stay. We can see that the battery is 95% already. So firmware upgrade has been successful. So I didn't pull out the cable, I just waited. I think that this was actually loading the firmware and the software is trying to reach the mouse and connect to it, talk to it, and this was not ready yet, so I didn't pull the cable, I just let it in and it seems fine. So firmware is the latest version, Right, let's move on further. So we have keys here. We can program the keys like any other ordinary mouse. You can choose what to do with them. Then you have other functions and you can of course also make macros with it, and you can do some kind of media control and so on, and you can choose, for instance, here media control, web browser, play, and whatever you want to do with that button. So you can, for instance, program the 4 and 5 to not be next page, previous page. You can set them for volume or things like that. I find them absolutely normal. Then on sensitivity, you have here 6 profiles. You can choose the resolution and you can choose the color, and the color is represented here. So if I change, I have yellow, blue, so the colors there just correspond to what I have here. So first one should be cyan or something like that. It is, and so on. Light blue, white, green, yellow, blue, so they correspond to whatever color you pick. Let's see, can I change the color here? So for instance, this one, no, it doesn't allow you, so the colors are fixed and that's it. You are just going to live with them. Then you have the report rate, pulling rate. You have 1 to 5 to 50, 500 and 1000. It's by default at 1000. And then you have the lift of distance, can be 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter, depending on how much you raise the mouse when you are moving it around on the mousepad. Then on macro, you can create a lot more here, and you can set several macros with playback, and you can even record hotkeys. To be actually fairly about this, I don't use macros, but you can set them up here if you want to. On devices, is this one. You can repair the mouse if it's not connected to the dongle and update the firmware. We already did that. And on other settings, you can select here the pointer speed when you are moving it around, and you have enhanced pointer precision and scrolling speed, double click speed, so normal stuff that you can also adjust from the operating system, but you have here a way to do that directly from your mouse software. I can tell you, by playing with it, I find it somehow a bit more smoother and a bit more responsive than my current mouse. My current mouse is this one. It's probably a brand that you haven't heard of. Again, another cheap, kind of no-name, yet professional grade mouse. This one also has RGB, because we need RGB for everything. It's wireless and has quick charge, has a very good runtime for the battery. The brand is called Dareu or Dareu or whatever. It's actually very solid mouse because the scroll wheel is still working and it has some work hours under its belt and it's still working fine. Definitely longer than my previous mouse, which was this one, HyperX. This one actually died pretty fast. The scroll wheel, it's not working almost at all. It's just jumping around. I have searched online, tried various stuff, nothing works, so it just needed replacement. Also, this one has wireless charging and it's very dangerous because when you are wireless charging it, when it's full, it somehow doesn't stop and it gets very hot, so something is going to burn up with it if you leave it on the charger unattended. So those are the cheap ones, because I had also other more expensive ones, known brands. I'm not going to shame them right now, but the scroll wheel is a big problem on all of them, and some have the double click death. When you just click and it double clicks, again, happens on OMROM switches, on everything. I just use them a lot, so they die fast. Oh, this is a mouse that feels actually very nice when you are using it. It feels very responsive, doesn't feel laggy. And now I'm going to pull off the cable so it goes to the wireless. And to be honest, I don't feel any kind of delay. Well, they praise here their technology, that they have one something wavelength connectivity, 1 kilohertz, and equipped with channel lock, and sounds fancy, very fancy. But I can tell you that when pulling the USB cable out, I can't feel something that should tell me that this is wireless and laggy. It feels very natural, and it glides very nice on the pad. It's not very heavy, kind of light, and I really like it. Feels enjoyable in the hand. Of course, this is my opinion, because you can differ. When you are reviewing things such as headphones, mice, and other things for PCs like this kind of accessories, it's very hard. It's just the opinion of the person that is doing the review. It's not the mouse in your hand to feel it. Maybe in your hands it's not going to feel that great, or maybe you are going to feel something laggy. Well, I'm not feeling it, and especially not in comparison with what I have tested until now. It feels very nice, and the app seems to be kind of well made, simple, no unnecessary stuff, no colors, no animations and things that you don't need. And you can see here directly the battery, and that is now connected to the wireless. So that was it for now. So this is the Bloody R73 PRO cheap professional grade sensor mouse, or whatever, call it as you wish. Take it as a joke or take it seriously. A computer mouse that is cheap and works as good as a much more expensive one, fancy one, and is made by a company that existed years and years ago, which I like to see in these days, because they haven't implied into AI and building RAM or making AI mouse, or God forbid something like that with AI. So until my next video, see you and bye bye.